Welcome to Sports in this where we break down sports, debate trending topics, and current events. I'm your co-host JR. It's 300. How we doing today?
Everything good? Welcome to our first episode in the finals edition, where we break down the playoffs and give finals predictions. We're in the finals, bro. How you feeling?
Yes, sir.
Knicks in the finals. I can't even believe we're saying that, bro. Like it's been a long time.
Knicks and six. Knicks and six. Knicks and
You think it's
six.
six?
Knicks and six.
Oh man, you done got scared. One V done got you scared.
I mean, they're not gonna lay over. I know that.
I don't think that it's gonna take six. I think maybe five. I'm saying five. That's my bold prediction. I don't think we could do anything with Wemby at all. But I don't think as a team they can do anything with us. Like they got some dogs over there. Don't get me wrong.
Honestly speaking, we have two 7-footers, but Cat is too soft to stay on Wimby.
Yeah. No, and another thing that is very important, that's the home field advantage, like you brought up to me. That's very important because
Yep, the first
now
two
we
is over
got the
there.
first games over there in San Antonio. That's home field advantage for them. It doesn't matter if we were the
Home
best team.
court advantage.
So they got that home court advantage. So now we're gonna play those first two games over there. That changes everything. Because at home, if you're a good team, you're supposed to win both of them. At least take one. So if they come
But
back to New York 1-1,
also, like I don't know if you know, but if they lose one of these games, home court goes to us.
really?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't even know they still did that. Talk about your boy Shet. Where did he disappear to? He had four
Um,
points the whole game.
he disappeared. He was like Houdini, bro. He wasn't there.
I've never seen such a thing. 4 points.
Like, I mean,
Like,
really
dude,
did disappear in that. He ain't do nothing.
how you as a
He
secondary player even score 4 points?
couldn't stop Johnson.
Eldon Johnson, he couldn't stop, let alone Wemby.
So
And Wemby had a regular game. Wemby had 22 and
re-
7. Regular game. He didn't even have
regular
those
game.
40 and 15 and 5 games that he'd be having. Like, he didn't even have one
Oh,
of those. He wasn't
Wimby
hitting
does have a
threes.
good supporting cast, though. He does have a good
Oh, no,
supporting
he got a great
cast.
team. They're very young, but they're very good. Like,
Bro,
like
I
they
ain't gonna
play.
lie. You know who scares me,
Who's that?
and he doesn't get talked about a lot is Stephon Castle.
Yeah, I talk about him all the time, honestly. I love Stephon.
Bro, he's nice, bro.
Nah, he's good. He's very nice. Honestly, him and that other kid, too, the young point guard, the Harper. Harper
Yeah,
kid, him and
yo, the rookie,
Cass are
yeah.
gonna be very good for years to come. They're like kids, bro. They're like 19, 20. Cass was like 22. I think the other one was like 20. He just turned 20. He was 19.
He just got drafted.
Yeah, he just got drafted this year. He came
Hmm.
out with Cooper flagging them.
Yep.
Yo, I know
And
Cooper
Harper's
looking.
turned out to be better than Cooper.
Oh yeah, but you know what's crazy? I will never say he's better than Cooper though. But I think that he is on a better team, and he's very good at his role.
Yes, he is on a better team. I give him that. I give him
He's on
that.
a
He
better
is on
team,
a
but I
better
don't think
team.
he's better than Cooper. Yo, Cooper Flag is gonna be a beast. You see Cooper Flag, I was watching him play, and maybe he could start like rookie season, have a 16, 18 game per game or whatever. But I feel like down the line he's gonna be very good. Cooper Flag. Like he's a very good all around player. You know who he reminds me a lot of? The kid that plays for Orlando. The power forward or the small forward, I forget his name.
Pablo?
Pablo. He reminds me of him. And the reason I tell you he reminds me of him, and he's a better passer than Pablo. But the reason I tell you he reminds me of him because he scores, he gets rebounds, and he's a passer. But he's a way better passer than Pablo, way better. But he does remind me of Pablo because they got the height, they play defense.
It's just that Pablo's way more aggressive.
Nah, yeah, Pablo's nice. Pablo came out of Pablo first round pick, just like him, first pick.
Yeah.
So he came
See,
out gunning.
I didn't think Pablo was gonna do that good when he came in, honestly, bro, because he had that medical issue in college
Yeah, who?
that he was forced to stay out of game. Like he wasn't hydrated or something. Like, he had something. I forgot
Yeah,
what
no,
it
he had. I
was.
think he did have some issues.
he
But
had some health issues that I didn't think his body was gonna keep up,
yeah,
but modern medicine, Papa.
the one that I didn't think that was gonna be good was the one that went to the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards. When I seen he was going to the Timberwolves, I said I always loved him how he played, but I didn't think he was gonna do good with the Wolves because the Wolves, bro, everybody goes to the Wolves, bro. It's like a freaking never-ending cycle over there. They usually suck.
Yeah, but the Wolves got they got some young Wolves on there right
No,
now.
they got no. Now they're a good team, but I was saying at first when they first got drafted, I said, "Oh, dang, he got into the Wolves, bro. Like he's not gonna do good over there."
Like
But he's great.
I I
And yes,
loved I loved Jalen Daniels coming to the Wolves from the jump.
yeah. Oh, you always loved him.
From the jump, I love that man. And you used to
He does
always
big.
give me heat. You used to always give me heat for him. Like, bro, why you picking him? What's wrong with you? Why you like this man so
Yeah.
much?
No, he's good, but he don't really get the opportunities like he should. Cause he got Randall in front of him. He got freaking Anthony Edwards in front of him. So he's not really. You're not really gonna tell. But you seen in the playoff game when these guys were out how he showed out. He
He
showed out.
performed.
He performed. So it shows you that if they're not there, he's capable of doing that. So
Absolutely.
he's
Absolutely.
just playing his role. You know. But let's speak on the next way on the next path to the finals, which a reminder was the Hawks, Philly, and Cavs. So we're gonna break that down. On the Hawks, if everybody remembers, we went down to the Hawks 2-1, and everybody was having a titty attack. You remember that, right?
Hey yo, you remember Stephen A talking about if we lose this series?
Everybody,
Ah,
everybody
everybody's
had a
gonna
hot
get
take.
fired. Ah, I remember that like it was yesterday.
What?
And now Stephen A's on the bandwagon again. But
Exactly. You
you
know how
know,
Stephen A is.
I love him.
We
You
let it
know,
pass because we love him, but you know how it is. But Stephen A is right because even I was upset. But I told you what did I tell you when we lost those two games one by 1 point? I said, dude, we played terrible and only lost by 1 point. Think about that. So I'm like, the adjustment that Mike Brown did was amazing. What he literally did was take Brunson off the ball and put Catmore on the ball, meaning that Brunson is literally trying to score 35 and freaking get 10 assists every game. That's not easy. You know what I mean? So he took a little
I
pressure off of
really
Brunson,
not.
which made Brunson way more effective. You've seen Brunson's points per game go way more up, you know, and Cat assists go up. Like he's getting like 5, 6 assists every game. So
Mm-hmm.
that little post throwing it to Cat, letting Brunson run around and do his thing instead of Brunson running down and having to facilitate and score 35, it has helped out the team in a dynamic way. The same thing we both had to talk. OG Ananobi wasn't performing. Macau Bridges wasn't performing. But after those games right there,
Yo,
they just turned
after
the
the
switch.
after that Atlanta series, bro,
They just turned a switch.
everybody was firing on all cylinders. Like when
Yo,
we got down 2-1, everybody was firing on all
yo,
cylinders.
even the bench players, they were like playing ridiculously good. I
Yo,
love the
son,
rotation.
Deuce and Sham,
Yeah, so
bro,
Deuce and Sham was showing out. Sham was showing out. Landry
bro,
Shamet was showing out.
Sham is like he couldn't miss, bro.
Dude,
Knocking,
he
bang,
couldn't miss.
bang,
Dude, he
bang.
even caught a dunk, remember? He even caught the dunk.
Yeah,
I'm like, dude, that's what I'm telling you. I'm like, Shaman surprised me, dude. And he was always like a good player for the Clippers, but he's a good bench player. Like he's good come off the bench. I like him. And
like we only like honestly speaking, we don't got that many good bench players. We got Mitchell Robinson, Sham,
we got a pretty good
and
bench.
Deuce.
Look, we got Sham, we got Mitchell Robinson, and we got Deuce
Deuce.
McBride. And then what's that other guy too? The other guy that he's like a backup center. I forget his name. He's a center or power forward. I forget his name. It's like Hakudi something. I forget. It's like a different name. But he plays backup center.
Oh, I
Man.
know you're talking about, but
Yeah.
he's
But he's
not
not
he
great
don't
on
do that
offense.
though.
But he's great on rebounds.
He
I like the
good
way he boards.
defense. He's
Yeah,
good
he
on
plays decent,
defense.
and I like the way he boards too. He gets some boards. But literally all you need is 3 or 4 bench players. You know, because you got a 9, 10 man rotation, and you're forgetting the other point guard, the one that gets all the steals, the Puerto Rican one.
Oh, Alvarado.
Alvarado, dude, I'm telling you, the bench is not terrible. It's a good bench. I like the bench
I
players.
forgot about Alvarado. Yeah.
Because look,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Alvarado's a
Okay.
beast on defense. You got Deuce that can score. Like dude, Deuce can score 15 points in 10 minutes.
Deuce
Literally.
and the good thing about Deuce is he can score from all parts of
Everywhere,
the
all over
floor.
the field. All over. And he's not tall. And he still gets to his spot on the field. Like he's very knowledgeable on where he could score and where not to go. Like he finds his spot on the floor, he gets there, and you can't stop him when he gets there. But I think the size is what kills him on the defensive side. Even though he's good on defense too. He be on there trying. I ain't gonna lie to you.
He a young bull on defense. I like him on defense.
He be on there. And I like Sham off the bench, he's really good too. And Mitchell Robinson, dude, I tell you all the time, I know like you tell me, um, you can't take Mitch out all the time, but dude, every time that's the only complaint I got about Mike Brown. Every time you see Mitchell Robinson getting hacked of Mitch, I would take him straight out, right away. You know? But I know you gotta give some rest to Cat and all these people because then how they gonna rest? You know? But
And it's not only that they got to give them rest to them. Is that you're playing strategically. Like it's hacking Mitch, yes, but you're
yeah.
hacking me. Now your players are in foul trouble.
Yeah, that's true too. But then in today's game there's a lot of people that could just play with one foul to give and stay away from like fouling you and stuff. But Mitch, like you see those games that you lose that are close games, and you see Mitchell Robinson shot 4 for 12 from the free throw line. You're like, dude, we lost by two. You right there, that just gives you a heart attack. You know what I mean? And a
You
stat
ain't
that
see
I
my
always
reaction just now.
yeah, I'm telling you. The stat I always look at is rebounding. Because no matter how much the game has changed, if the team that out rebounds the other team most likely is the one that wins.
Always wins. Always
Almost all the
wins.
time. Like you could count the time it doesn't happen. Why? Because it gives you extra possessions. It gives you the extra points, extra times to score on the other team. So those teams that be
Where you
getting all
watching the
those
game
offensive,
tomorrow?
right here in my house. Anytime that you get the offensive rebound or you get the defensive rebound, and you're out rebounding the team plus 10, automatic win, automatic. Like team rebounding is something that always is important. Like assists, you see players that they go kind of solo mission and they have won some games like that. But like rebounding, if you don't rebound the ball, you're not gonna win. It's literally like
At
that,
all. You can't win if you don't get second opportunities.
defensive or offensive. You don't rebound that damn ball, you're not gonna do good. Another
Nope.
thing was the next thing after that was Philly that we played. I wasn't gonna lie to you, when we played Philly, I was a little shook. Why? Because I thought with Embiid, Edgecombe,
Yo, bro.
Paul George, Maxi, I said, dude,
Game
these guys ain't gonna
one.
be a walk in the park. Dude, after that first game one, I thought we was eating popcorn by like halftime, right? Shit.
Game one, they was up 11, 12 points. I'm like, oh man, we in for a fucking game,
And then
man.
it wasn't like third quarter, we were already blowing them out.
And then we started taking off on them. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yo. But
And
I
then we just
noticed
swept them.
what they do is what I always tell you, they do that fall back defense. And if you do that on
Hey, yo,
Jalen
you
Brunson,
see,
it's gonna
you
kill
see
you.
how, excuse me, you seen how they confiscated the New York Knicks fans broom in Philly.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, they took away his broom in Philly because they was about to get swept. They took away his
they
broom.
so upset.
It was tight,
Because
bro.
when you sweep, you win in the other home. Because you technically won the two, and then and you won day home. That's messed up. That's hilarious though. They hated it.
Yeah, they took his broom, bro.
So let's say right here they over here with a broom. They swept us. Like you gonna be upset, but you gotta take it. You tell your team took a
Oh,
L.
absolutely.
You know how many years we've been taking on backlash and people talking crap and we spanked the team, we did this, we did that. Now it's our time to shine. Our time to go crazy. It's our time to freaking say, you know what, we whooped your ass this time, not the other way around.
That's
Because bro, we usually the ones getting our ass whooped. Bro, you've been a fan for years. You know how many games that we play with the greatest team, with the best teams in the league, and we there neck and neck with them, and then they fucking excuse my language. Then after that, um, they lose in the final minutes. Or in the last 2 minutes, the other team, Boston, Spurs, any team, just scores a bunch of buckets and just breaks our heart every time. So
Every
they
time,
show
bro. It
you
never fails.
exactly, and they show you like they could play with the best of them, and then boom, they just get killed at the end. So now it feels so good to actually feel a team, or to actually have a team that actually goes out there and fills it up
It
like
feels
this.
good to have. It feels good to root for my team this late in the stage.
Oh yeah,
This late in the season, it feels good to root for my team.
and to close it out. And you remember all those
And
last years?
and I'm
Yeah.
not cursing them out, talking about F James Dolan and this and that. It feels good.
Dude, you know how upset we used to be? We used to even blame the owner. He don't even play. He just play. He just pay them. Like, fire
He
James
was
Dolan.
paying
Everybody like,
the wrong people.
bro, how we
He
was
was
saying fire
hiring
James
the wrong
Dolan.
people.
Bro, how we was saying fire James Dolan, bro. He owns the team. How are we gonna fire him? The fans used to be like, fire James Dolan. Like you can't do it. You can't fire the boss. How you gonna fire the boss? That's how upset we used to get. We used to even blame the owner, like, man, fire this man.
Bro,
That
I
was
ain't gonna
crazy.
lie. I wish he sold the Knicks, bro.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy? He's not even like a cheap person. He just has bad management. He be listening to the wrong people or listening to his gut feeling, which is bad management. It's not until after Phil, and it was Phil the first one that he get control to. But after that, when Hard Rock Nation and or Hard Rock and or whatever their name is, that they came in, took over management, he took a step back and he let them take care of it. So it's not that he's cheap. He pay the players. You know what I mean? And it's those owners that I don't like that they won't pay the players, or they
Yeah.
like those teams that damn dude, you taking home all this money and you can't put no money into your team. Like that's kind of messed
But
up.
then again, when you be looking at owners and everybody making all this money, you gotta look at it, bro. Like I'm paying how much money a year for these?
Oh who?
I like like James Dolan or whatnot.
Oh yeah,
how much
they
money
make
he
trillions a
makes.
year, billions.
But bro, you gotta look at it like he's shelling out millions and millions and millions of dollars a year.
Yup,
So he like people have to recuperate that money. Like that's not just money that the people give away.
yup. That's why them ticket prices be like that.
You
Talk
got
about
it.
ticket
That
prices. Yeah, you seen them Knicks prices? Yeah, I know you sent me a few pictures, a few screenshots. There's like house
bro,
prices, 100,000.
113,000 for one ticket.
If you want to sit semi close to the bench, right?
Yeah, you saying like 5, 6 rows away from the bench.
5, 6 rows away from the bench is $113,000, guys. That is three houses in Ohio.
That like you know how much land you can buy with that? You know how much land?
And the people that are paying that like no tomorrow because the tickets are getting sold out.
Bro.
So they're buying that like no tomorrow. And you could still probably buy a couple, but that's for game three.
And
If this
and
game tomorrow was in New York, it would have been sold out already. Watch when game three actually comes, there's gonna be no seats. Nothing. Especially they gave 500 seats to these kids. They're not gonna have nothing. Watch.
yeah, I respect that they gave 500 tickets out.
Nah, I respect that too. You know how expensive them tickets is. You see the prices. I respect that.
And you
The
know they
next,
give and you know they gave them good tickets, not no BS tickets.
yeah, those tickets are good too. They don't be sending them up all the way up neither. They
Nope.
be good seats. The next team to not forget was the Cavs. If you remember the Cavs too, I ain't gonna lie, I thought it was gonna be a little bit of a challenge. I said Mobley, because if you think about the matchup, Mobley at power forward, Allen at center, even Mitchell at the point guard. I thought Mitchell was gonna be whooping Brunson's butt, but I thought Brunson would be whooping his butt back. You know what I mean? But I didn't think
Mitchell
freakish.
didn't even put up a fight.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Mitchell, like, dude, Mitchell disappeared certain games, and then, the games that he did do good, his team was nowhere to be found. Like, dude,
Nowhere.
there was Allen had that game or two that was good. after that, dude, the supporting cast wasn't doing anything with him. Like they would probably have 10, 12 points, but who you was saying, damn, he scored 20, he scored 30. You couldn't say that about anybody. And they don't play like that. They actually Mobley will score like 18 or 20. Allen will score some. You know, they have that other small forward too. He be scoring a lot too. And dude, they don't even they was like no to where to be found. And don't get me wrong, Mitchell is good. Mitchell is that guy. Don't get me wrong. Mitchell is still a very good player. But that team ain't ready. And they've been playing for so many years together that
And the
I
bad
would have
thing
thought.
about it is they don't have no draft capital, so they can't get any better through the draft. They gotta
Exactly.
sign everybody.
And to win and for to not even win one game, bro. Like I know we're getting a lot of people coming off of game sevens, but dude, to not even win one game, come on, bro. You didn't have rest from the whole series. Like, come on. I understand those games that be like the next game. Like when we played Philly, they had that game seven with Boston. So I told myself, game two they're gonna come out, or game three when we play in Philly, they're gonna come out with more energy. Dude, we shellacked them. And the same thing with the Cavs, dude. We were whooping the Cavs' ass. Dude, there was a game, dude, we was winning by like 55 at one point. I was like, dude, what in the world is going on? We was whooping these guys, bro. We end up winning by like 38 that game, but we were like winning by like 50. I was like, dude, this is the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like you give it your all. And for you to lose by 50, dude, I mean
That's
you lost by
crazy.
like 38, but still to be losing by 50 in the playoff at any certain time is crazy to me.
But to still lose by that is crazy. And like you're a professional team, bro.
Yo, losing by 38 points. No, and then multiple games that they lost by 30. And then the same thing with Philly. We beat them by like 30 something points too. I was like, dude, you don't go out like that. You go out on your shield, man. You crazy? You don't go out like that. Like the same thing with the Boston game. Like, Tatum, he didn't play game seven. Like what was the injury he had that he didn't play game seven?
I think it was his knee again that was acting up. I'm not
Like, dude,
sure.
oh, I hope it was that something with the knee because dude, if it's not that knee, bro, and you didn't play that game, bro, like bro, game seven, bro. You know what I mean? Like no lie, everything I wanted to happen happened. Like I always tell you that I wanted Philly to win that one because I thought we would beat Philly, but I didn't know we was gonna sweep them like that. But still, Tatum, Tatum playing that game and Philly and Boston winning that game, you never know they match up good against us and beat us. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So that's why I tell you, I think we would have still beat Boston. I was confident we would still beat Boston, but you
I
never know with
see now when
matchups.
it comes to Boston, bro, when it comes to Boston, we don't match up well against them.
Yeah, I don't think so neither, but I think we would beat them.
So
But when you have two alpha dogs like Jalen and Tatum, you can never say you winning is for sure because they could just have 51 game and it's over. You know, and like those are teams that have players that you can never just be like, yeah, for sure, I'm just gonna be we just gonna for sure shellac this team because
yeah, not with them two. You can't say
I
that.
don't know because even Philly's nice, but Maxi is not that player like Tatum that Tatum will score 48 in the playoffs. You know, like Maxi, you're not seeing him do that right now.
At all.
He's not doing it.
Maxie don't even do it in the regular season.
Yeah, no, Maxi be putting up some numbers in the regular season. I'm not gonna lie to you, but
Yeah,
still,
he
I don't
not
see.
putting up 45, 50 though.
Now, when it comes down, bro, that kid that I like is Edgecombe. That kid ain't scared of the moment. VJ Edgecombe, he ain't
VJ,
scared of the
Philly.
moment. He ain't scared of the moment. I see. You remember I always tell you I like guys that I don't. They're not maybe the greatest in the regular season, but when them playoffs time come, and he gonna be one of those players. I'm telling you, Edgecombe.
Nah, he did his thing in the
He ain't
playoffs.
scared
He
of
was putting
nobody.
up numbers. He was
He ain't
putting
scared
up
of nobody,
numbers.
and he don't back down for nobody. That's what I like about
Then
him.
hey yo, son was putting up numbers better than Embiid the
Yep.
whole series.
Embiid is just a big flopper now, bro. What Embiid has turned into is like, I wouldn't sign Embiid for nothing. I wouldn't
Bro,
sign Embiid for nothing. Like he got a
the
good shot for
whole
center,
a
but he just
lot
keeps
of a lot of
flopping
these
all day.
new a lot of these new kids flop. Like the
Like
biggest
SGA.
flopper, yes, the biggest flopper is SGA, bro. Like he
Yes.
looks like I told you on the phone a couple weeks ago, bro. He looks like he gets electrocuted anytime somebody
Like,
touches him, bro. Like
yes, he
somebody touches,
does.
he's like, ah.
Like somebody zapped him. Yo,
Like,
he
yo,
really
bro, like
does.
relax. Like, what are you doing?
I never
Like, my man is
understand.
like, relax, relax. Like, you, like, bro.
Dude, they were
And who like
showing.
they go like this,
They were showing he averaged like 29, 30, or something like that, and he's averaged like 16 or 18 points off the free throw. I'm like, dude, you know how many points a game off the free throw that is? 16 or 18 points. It's like
bro. That's
Jesus.
somebody's score
Baby,
sheet.
that's somebody's average. That's what I'm telling you. So he was just living at the free throw line, dude. That's 8 to 10 times you go to the free throw line every time.
Ridiculous, bro. It's
It's crazy.
ridiculous.
And then he gets more. He gets a lot of games that he goes to the line. He went to the line 14 times in that game versus the Spurs. 14 times, dude. It's like, dude, that's ridiculous, dude. I never seen something like that. That is really ridiculous.
How
But
how how do you even do that?
what do you think about before we switch gears and break down the OKC playoffs or playoff run? What do you think about the talk about Giannis for Shet? Would you do it? Would you sign and deal? Well, let's play
If
both. Let's play both scenarios. If
if
you're
I
Milwaukee,
was if I was Milwaukee, I would pull the trade off in a heartbeat.
hell yeah.
If I was Milwaukee, because Chet is young, a young star, he's growing, and having him in Milwaukee will draw other players to him.
Of course,
Mind you, Giannis going to OKC doesn't automatically make them a title like front runner because bro, not everybody gels their first year. Not everybody plays well together.
Miami could tell you that they didn't win their first year.
Giannis can tell you that. Giannis didn't play well with Dame his first year neither.
No, they didn't win any chip.
So it's like you can't like everybody don't play well together. So
Dame is back on the Blazers, right?
I don't know where Dame's at now, I ain't gonna
I
lie.
think Dame got dropped by the Bucks and then he re-signed with the Blazers and he's injured right now.
Yeah, but everybody can't play with everybody, bro.
No, that's true. But I really don't think I don't like you say Milwaukee. I think is a no-brainer for Milwaukee. Why? Because if you get a star that's gonna leave regardless, and you get anything for him, a pick, some players, I feel
But
like
you
it's
get
good.
an aging star, bro. They get rid of an aging star for a young star.
Exactly, and they get a young star. I would do it even for J
And
Dub, Jalen Williams.
not only are they gonna get a young star, they're gonna get draft picks on top of that.
Let me tell you what I would do if I was OKC. I would not get rid of Shed. I would give them Jalen Williams, which he makes a good check. He got a five. He's locked in for 5 year contract. So Milwaukee gets a young star that got a 5 year contract, some picks, and another young player. That's what I would have proposed. And
They're
Milwaukee,
not bro, nobody wants Jalen Williams over Chet.
no, it's not that you pick him over Chet, but if that's the only option and you're not gonna get anything else for him, you know what I mean? Because who else they really gonna get other than that? Like Carl Anthony Towns might be an option in the Knicks. I feel like if the Knicks win this finals, they're not gonna trade Cat right after winning a chip. They're not gonna trade it. If he just
But
won a chip right then and there, if they lose, I feel like they could overreact. No lie, that's a hot take. Like literally, they might just trade him right after they lose. If they lose,
if we trade him,
Giannis.
what are we gonna get for him?
Giannis. That's the only other person that, for example, if you don't get Shet or get Jalen Williams from OKC, you can only get Carl Anthony Towns from the Knicks. Other than that, what other player are you gonna get that makes 60 plus? Remember that his contract's got a match. So what other players making 60 plus?
But also remember, we can't really trade for people like that because we gotta sign Mitchell Robinson and we gotta sign
Mitchell
who
probably get a
else is
nice
a
little
free?
contract, but he's not gonna get nothing crazy.
Yeah, but we need him back on with us.
Yeah, he'll probably come back with us, but I'm trying to say he's not gonna
Bro, there's
command
a
a lot of
lot
money.
of teams that want him, bro.
No, I believe it. I'm just saying he's not gonna command a lot of money. Like he'll come back on an 8 or 10 million a year contract. He'll come back. He on the one right now, I believe.
Right now, yes, right now.
Backup center, bro. Like no matter what, I'm not gonna go crazy over Mitch. I
He's
love Mitch,
not
but
he's a backup center because of Cat.
the reason we love Mitch is because he's our last homegrown Nick. So we seen this kid grow up. That's why we biased to him.
No, but bro, he's a backup because Cat's on our team. If Cat wasn't on
No,
our
I know.
team, he'd be a starter. He's a starter on any other team, bro.
I feel like
Any other team, he's a
he's a
starter.
good rebounder player, but I wouldn't play on a good team. I wouldn't start Mitchell Robinson 30 minutes a game. I wouldn't. He's like a player I would do just like that, like
Honestly
20 to
speaking, you
25
can't
minutes
start
off.
him 30 minutes a game, bro. His knees ain't
Exactly.
built for that no more.
One, he gonna get fouled like crazy. They're gonna start hacking Mitch and like, come on with all that crap, bro. We need like really good rebounders, really good rebounding centers that could shoot the three. That's who I would literally trade Mitchell for. Like, you know who I like? That kid that you like from Memphis. The Aldama kid. I
Oh,
forget his
Santi Aldama, yeah.
exactly. He doesn't have high rebounding numbers because he plays more power forwardish. But if he played more backup center, he would have way more boards because he knows
He
how
don't
to.
got he don't got them center numbers because he plays behind
He
Jackson
played the
Jr.
power forward, and he played the power forward too. Like he don't get the rebounds like a center would. But if you
Yep.
Santi could shoot the three and he boards good, that's somebody I would pick over. I would take him over Mitch right now, literally.
Oh yeah, right now I'll take him over Mitch.
Because you go hack a Santi, go ahead and see if that works. He's gonna make every free throw. Hack a Santi all you want. He makes his shots. And that's what I think the NBA is turning to. So I feel like Mitchell's good, but Mitchell's also like one of those last dinosaurs. That he don't make shots, he
Yeah.
can't shoot. You
Bro,
know?
he's worse.
Now everybody shoots now, bro. Everybody
He's
shoots.
worse than Shaq at the free throw line.
Yeah, I know. We looked that up the other day in the stat line, remember? I think I told you that and you couldn't believe it. We had to look it up. That
Bro, I
he's
said,
literally
nah, I don't
worse.
believe that. And he's
And we
worse,
literally
bro.
looked it
And
up.
he's a whole percentage worse.
Worse than Shaq. For you to even be close to anything of Shaq. You remember how bad Shaq was with free throws, bro? It was like a national joke. Like
Bro,
literally.
it's ridiculous, bro. It's like
Everybody knew
you
Shaq couldn't make a free throw. Everybody.
bro, it's to the point where if he shoots 10 free throws, he'll make one.
Dude, I'm telling you, that game he had like two free throws. He made two out of like 12 of them. And I was like, dude. And we lost by like four. And we're like, dude, what the hell's going on there? I think it was the Atlanta game. Yeah, because it was the Atlanta coach that started fouling the crap out of Mitch. Because I'm like, yo, what the hell is wrong with this? But no,
Yeah,
really, it's
you see
becoming.
you
Hmm?
seen him on the court today
Who?
when they was practicing Mitch.
No, I didn't see it.
He came off the bus with nothing wrapped up on his finger because you know he had surgery on his pinky, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Don't he got something on his finger, right? And he
So
came out with nothing though.
he came out with nothing though, but while he was on the court, he had little something on. It didn't have no splint or nothing like that. I was like,
But I
okay.
was telling myself, it's not like he makes you shots anyway. You know what we need him for is just defense. You know, put your hands
Yeah,
up, things like
just
that.
yeah, but bro, like you go block a shot and it hits your broken pinky, man.
Or block with the other hand. Like you see, when you
It,
block, you don't gotta block with both
it's
hands.
easier said than done, bro. But your body would just,
Yeah, because you see
you
me
know,
when I used to play in high school, I made my high school team as a freshman, so that was like my number one accomplishment. I tell myself, and and I say no, not say freshman, but I made the JV team as a freshman. It wasn't even the other one, no, the
the
varsity.
varsity.
Yeah, so I made my JV team as a freshman, and then the whole point of the thing is that when I block, I could block with my left just how I block with my right, literally. Like the same way if I come in behind you, I could swing my right just the same way I swing my
Pause.
left hand. Sorry, but I could swing my right hand just the same way I could swing my left hand. And when it comes to layups, I couldn't lay up the same way I lay up with my left than my right. It wasn't the same easy. It wasn't the same easiness.
Yeah,
But to
I get it.
block, it was easy, bro. To block, it was like second nature. Whoop, whoop. But when it comes to like laying up and finessing, it's a little different. So I think he could be good. He'll be fine on defense. But dude, they could just go right back to Hackam Mitch and make him shoot with a bad pinky on top of that now. You know what I mean? So he's like,
That's that just might happen.
you know what I do when he's on the court? I do this. I hold my breath on that while he's on the court, literally, because I'm like, dude, I'm just counting the game is happening. And I'm looking at him like, I hope this guy doesn't fuck up somehow. Because I'm telling you, his defense is phenomenal, like you say. But when it
It's
comes to the
just that he has
offense,
no
they could use it against him. They use him against us.
he
When you
can't do
have a
shit.
when you have a player, he got to be your strength, not your weakness. You know what I mean? And when they're using your defense as a weakness to exploit your offense, it's like no. Because you just pay attention to 2, 3, 4 hacker Mitches, he misses all these shots, and you lose by 4 or 8 points. That's the whole difference in the final.
Now you like, yo,
He better not play that in the finals. I'm telling you, as soon as this man starts getting hacker Mitch, bench.
bro.
I'm telling you,
I hope they don't do that because if they do that, then kill Wimby.
yeah, because they're not gonna have Wemby following him. They're gonna have some other idiot coming off and oh yeah,
Exactly.
go ahead and foul him. So they're gonna leave
Yes,
Wemby
exactly.
without fouls. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
So
But
I wouldn't mind throwing Tyler Kolak in there, Blair. Listen, go D up on Wimby.
exactly, go knock him out.
Yo, bro.
Go run into one of his knees, one of Bambi's knees.
Hey, yo, you seen the clip where Wimby was telling Luke Cornett and the other guy he told him something and they ran into them, ran into his back, ran him
Yeah,
off. I
I
was like,
seen
yo,
that.
what the
I seen
heck?
that. Wemby told he told it was
Luke Kennard.
Plumlee. It was Plumlee and somebody else. He told it to. It was Plumlee and another player.
Yeah.
And he told them something in the ear. They came out. They started attacking this guy.
Yeah.
And he was mad little too. It
Uh,
was the little point guard, the one that paints his nails from OKC. I forget his name. The little backup
listen,
point
man,
guard.
don't come over that way over here, man.
That's another player, the one that Philly traded. I'm like, why did Philly trade him to OKC? That was so stupid. I would never do that. They just, to me, Philly just be brain
Philly
farting.
was just trying no, Philly was just trying to get rid of some capital.
And
They
most
need to get
likely,
rid of they need to get rid of some payroll.
because that didn't make no sense to me. I'm like, what? I'm like, why would you trade this kid to this a championship team, man? This kid is actually nice. Like, he can literally make a 6 man row over there now.
Nah,
With next year,
facts.
man. Like literally. All right, so now let's get to the people that the Spurs beat, which was the Blazers, Wolves, and OKC. Versus the Blazers, they just whooped their behind. I think they lost a game or two, but they really blew them out.
Yeah,
Really,
yeah, the
it
Blazers
wasn't
are
like
really
much
a
of a
match for
matchup at
them.
all. It wasn't much of a matchup at all. And then they had the T Wolves. That's the ones that I thought they were. Honestly, I thought the T Wolves had a chance with them because when you got a bull like Anthony Edwards, you can win any series, And I really thought they could have.
That went seven, so it could have went either way.
That's what I'm saying. And then he went and he played OKC, of course. But dude, the way that Wemby played throughout these playoffs, dude, those shots that he made, the half court shot,
Yo,
the
bro,
shot
ridiculous.
when it was 105, 105, I mean 105, 108, and he made it 108, 108 to head into OT and won it. Like, dude, those is like he's ready for those moments. So I feel like that's why I'm a little scared. I feel like he's gonna go crazy in these finals. Like he probably have the best stats out of everybody. But I feel like as a team, we're gonna win. We're gonna win as a team because we're not going on individual stats. We're going as a team. And I feel
Individual
like
stats don't mean nothing on the team sport.
exactly. But I feel like he will have some games like that. He's gonna have like 40 points, 15 rebounds, 5 assists. Like I'm telling you, get ready for that. Get ready for that. But that's pretty much us breaking down. That's pretty much us breaking down the playoffs. Right now, we want to give our finals predictions before we get out of here. I think you said a little bit in the beginning, but let's break it down. What is your prediction for the finals?
Knicks and six.
You said that. You said that. Why do you think it's going to be Knicks and six?
I don't see the Spurs just laying down and just be like, all right, we're gonna give you just nah. They gonna come out with a fight. We're not gonna they gonna win at least 2 games. They gonna win at least 2 games. They're gonna come out and fight, bro. They're not gonna roll over and lay down and roll over. They're not doing that.
Yeah. I mean, I think they win one game. The reason I give one game is because the Knicks are on a roll. But it can happen now that you reminded me of the home court advantage before we started. That changed my mind a little bit because I was like, damn, we could be down 1-1 going back to New York, so they could win a game anywhere along the line. So it could go to 6 is a good prediction. But I'm gonna keep my prediction just so we don't just so we don't agree on that. I'm gonna keep it at game 5. I'm gonna say Knicks in 5.
Okay.
Just so we give the guy a game and we have something to wager on. And then I wanted to make sure that we got everything on here. Oh yeah. So the last thing. Also, so that was our prediction. You say Knicks in 6. I say Knicks in 5. We both Knicks fans, but we still giving analysis of a good analysis overall of what we really think. So it's not just a
Right.
fandom thing. The last thing I wanted to was kind of bochinchando was the Lakers saying that they're gonna prioritize Austin Reeves over LeBron James. Do you think that's disrespectful?
How's it disrespectful, bro? You have 1 foot out the door. Austin Rivers has 2 foot in the NBA.
Yeah, so you think that that's not disrespecting the king?
This is business. This isn't personal.
The reason that I'm not gonna say that it's disrespectful. I wouldn't say it's disrespectful, but the reason I just wouldn't put it out, even if it was like that. You know what I'm saying? Like let's say, all right, we're gonna prioritize this. This is how we truly feel. But why put that
But
out?
but
You
then
know?
again, it could be somebody asked the question. That
Yeah, I
makes
mean,
it.
even if you ask me it, I'm not gonna. You're like that. That you're real and you're honest. But in that game, you gotta be like more like I'm not gonna go and tell him, yeah, I'm gonna prioritize this guy over LeBron
I get
James.
it.
Like you seen on the Wizards, like I told you before, on the Wizards they sat Jerry Stackhouse to play Jordan. Jerry Stackhouse to play Jordan. You get what I'm saying? So it just shows you that if they respect you, they respect you. If they love you, they love you. And Jordan, that's not the Bulls that did that for him. That was the Wizards.
That was the Wizards, yeah.
Know what I mean? So it wasn't like they had history. They love him. They brought him chips. No, they just respected that was the king at the time. So if this is our so-called king, going out the door, maybe the Lakers should see it the same way. Because not for nothing, at least LeBron brought him a chip. It's not like he went there over those years and didn't win at least one. At least he won one.
Bro, he didn't. Yo, they didn't win a chip, man. They won that bubble shit, bro. That shit
You
doesn't
talking about
matter.
the tournament? The tournament. I look at it like a tournament because they played like what, like 40, 50 games that year. The reason I look at it like they won that chip if
It
it
was
was real,
trash.
because Anthony Davis would have never made it to the playoffs without being hurt. Since that year was only 30, 40 games, I feel like that since that year was only 30, 40 games in the playoffs, before the playoffs, I feel like that's why AD was healthy. But when you ever see AD healthy at the end? Ever.
Never.
Ever. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was our first episode on Sportsinish. This is my co-host Pancho Caraqueso. I'm your
Oh
co-host Bam.
man.
He calls me 300, but you can call me Bam. Um, this is my co-host JR, not Pancho Caraquesa. But thank you. Tune in. We'll be dropping some new episodes soon.